the dome of the California Cap. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up.
Set my team up the way I want them to run. Whatever players I happen to have on my team, I just set it up to the best way it's going to work for the team.
Do you guys use current players or historical players? How does that look in My League Online?
More than likely, we just use current players. We just do like drafts, so that way everything is fair for everyone. And we just run it like that. We try to run a couple seasons as much as possible until we start the next one.
Who's your favorite player that you drafted this season?
A terrific look at the sit. Let's get the end with tip-off coming up. We've got...
Well, some say...
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Williamson kicks the ball. Brooks against Holiday. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
You have to respect Favors. His jumper is lights out.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Kings. Pass to Brooks. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Valanciunas finds Jackson. Morant with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And here's Anderson for 3. It's not going to go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
You can bet that was their game plan from the get-go. Don't be shocked if they're aggressive again today as well.
Here is Brooks. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees. And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Good work there as it goes.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Anderson outside. There's the pass to Jackson. Favors with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So it'll be Jaren Jackson shooting. It goes on Brandon Ingram. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The free throw off from Jackson.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. and few players are more explosive athletically.
Now here's Jackson. After J.J. Redick's miss, he goes up again. Jackson passes to Melton. Covered by Redick. Allen for three. Nailed from three-point land. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And so here is New Orleans after Memphis gets the three. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Allen lays it up off the glass. Allen's got 5 now. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Hayes kicks to Hart. To stop the run. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
No good from Clark. Pelicans trail by 3. The drive by Jackson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Melton passes to Jackson. Here's Melton, covered by Hayes. At the top of the key, Clark. Offensive rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Melton, guarded by Jackson. From deep. Melton, no good. Hayes with it. It could go. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good quote. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Zhang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. Passes it to Melton. Memphis moving it around. And Zhang kicks to Allen. Lets the 3 fly. Pelicans with the rebound.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
And it's good for 2. We see it all the time, Smitty. The league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge blocks, I think, in some years to come.
And here is Allen after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Hart's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Okafor with the steal. Redick against Allen. Redick passes to Melly. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Here's Clark. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low to halt the run, and the layup is up and in.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zhang. Some changes for Memphis. Dylan Brooks comes in for Allen, and it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. And New Orleans also making a change. Williamson's checked in. And the rejection by Zhang. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over. And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So both teams making some changes here. Now Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Ingram, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good for Ingram. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Here's Valanciunas, and he lays it straight in. Valanciunas has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
And Favors kicks to Williamson. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. It's good. Favors has got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Watanabe's checked in. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Brooks with no one around. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Here's Morant. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
It's Ingram on the wing. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Makes it off the glass.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. Here's Morant. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 2. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. 5th is Drew Holiday.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
It's Williamson, top of the key. For 3, Ingram. Favors passes to Williamson. Again, the Pelicans score.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Ingram wide open. Second chance shot. Here's Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Got that one up quick. Brooks has got his second basket of the night. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. There was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Pass to Morant. 2 minutes into the second half of play now for the lead, and he's fouled pretty hard on that. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
New Orleans leading by 3. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Morant passes to Valanciunas, and another miss by Memphis.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And there's the feed to Williamson. On the wing, Holiday. Brooks covering, and Holiday kicks to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Over to the wing. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Morant. Memphis the rebound. Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's another look. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The second youngest player in the NBA last season. Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Left side, Redick. Cans the shot from the wing. Redick's got 5. And the fourth pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. with Smitty, tremendous potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out to the three-point line. An ideal modern big man. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Hayes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
No good from Clark.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
And Hayes kicks to Okafor. Poked loose. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. They get it back. On deep. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Pelicans ahead, up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Yes, that goes in. 7 points for Brooks. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. It's Clark with the rebound. It's Anderson with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Hayes. Nifty move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ball's checked in. Poked away. And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And it's blocked. Here's Ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running in transition. Smart at knowing where to sprint to in the open floor.
Reddick with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Hayes, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Memphis. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And the pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Drills it from outside. And the Pelicans lead by 14. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Tries from 16. No good from Valanciunas.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Williamson, the pass to Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around, and that one drops. 8 points for Valanciunas.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Ingram outside. Back to ball. He kicks it to Williamson. Again, the Pelicans score.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zion Williamson.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Valanciunas, good.
Stretching the floor, the new concept for Valanciunas. In his first 5 years, he attempted just 4 triples total.
Outside, Redick. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Brooks outside. Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ingram. Tries from the block. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve's...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
You drafted this season that you used?
Honestly, it would probably have to be Morant. It's a tie. It's a tie actually between him and Zion.
I like it. The young guns. So, looking forward to 2K21, what is something you'd like to see implemented in My League Online?
Any other game as the year goes.
Downtown San Antonio, Texas. This bridge span. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer.
Great vision, David. Thank you. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And checking out San Antonio, they're at the bottom of the conference.
And you know, for the Spurs, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, Jakob Poeltl out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the 3. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Clark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 4. The pass to Anderson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Walker penetrating.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. The feed to Valanciunas. Shoots over Poeltl. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now here's Gay. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Gay. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And that ties it up.
Really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down 3-pointers.
Anderson finds Jackson. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's DeRozan. Defense right on him. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Morant. Brooks Great positioning on the putback. Brooks has got 8 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And here's the fast break. DeRozan passes to Pirtle, and the layup is good.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Brooks outside. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
DeRozan passes to Gay. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Anderson outside. Gay against Valanciunas. Some solid defense from Gay.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are... And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression.
People shame me.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, they've got Gorgie Dang. Clark is out there with Allen, and it's Melton in at the 1 spot. Derek White's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Mills. Pulls up. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Mills has got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Knocked away. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. It's Gay on the wing. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Mills passes to Walker. Shoots from the block. They get a hand on it.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And that one's good. Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Zeller. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the shot goes down.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
And you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Mills dishes to Gay. 1:21 left to play in the first half, and he converts the layup. Gay's got 5 now. And Clark, the act of getting dinner, sitting down to a meal. As a team, it brings people together.
It really does, guys, and I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding. And sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Brooks, here we go.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials. And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Zeller. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. For Memphis, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. DeRozan's shot is off. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so Clark nails both of them.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Spurs. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs. Murray out there with Derek White. Then there's Pirtle, then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Clark, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
Now here's Murray. No points in the game yet for him. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Here's Pirtle. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Morant. From deep, Brooks. Walker with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. Here's Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Anderson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Up again and staying with the play. Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip point.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Right side to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
Well, Clark, underrated athleticism for Derek White. For a 6'4" guard, he can finish above the rim.
And not only that, guys, but he also blocks shots. I mean, coming out of college, he and #1 pick Markelle Fultz, the only players in the Pac-12 that rank top 10 in scoring, assists, and blocks. That's a heck of a triple.
Here's Murray following the basket by John Morant. And it's White missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Memphis. DeRozan finds Pirtle, right wing. Spurs passing it around. The jump hook. San Antonio again missing. Memphis leading by 11. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. And here's Anderson from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To end the run, Anderson with the block. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession. Walker's shot is off. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Here's Anderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his 2nd basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Murray for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Guys, that's a more reliable shot for Murray than a pull-up jumper. I like to see him fire away in that situation.
Good on the shot. Jackson's got 6.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Murray the pass to Walker. Passes it to White. DeRozan scanning the floor. from downtown, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 15. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Clark is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1. Back to Allen. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Spurs trail by 18. It's intercepted. Dishes it to Jang. To the inside. Clark goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
Gorgie Jang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Bellinelli. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Pert, and it's Johnson in for DeMar DeRozan. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The shot's good from Forbes.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
Now Morant to the middle. Tries from 10. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist here tonight. And here's Mills. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Pass to Forbes. A steal. Now here's Morant, covered by Mills.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas. And Brooks, here we go. That shot off the mark. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Mills passes to Zeller. Back to Mills. Over Valanciunas. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Memphis leading by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Brooks.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Down low, and stolen by Zeller. Here's Forbes. No good from outside. Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Anderson outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Count it. Good.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
From past the arc. Kept alive. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Dave.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
game is that as the year goes along, they're able to implement more things into the game, different things that wasn't there before. Probably something like that. Other than sneakers, maybe new hairstyle, just different systems that come along.
One final question. What do you want to say to all the fans out there that are looking to get better at 2K?
Just keep working on it. It's not a game that if you just started playing, you're going to be good in. You got to put that work in.
Is there anybody?
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building soon. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys,
a proud franchise. Thank you, David. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for the Spurs, you've got Jakob Poeltl. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the small forward.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Ingram dishes to Favors. Ingram kicks the ball. Favors in the post. Defended by Poeltl. Offensive rebound. Ingram outside. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Favors. Here's Williamson. Goes up again. That shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, 2 all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
And New Orleans pushing it up now for the finish. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Here's DeRozan, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Derek Favors.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Right side, White. There's the feed to Poeltl. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. It's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, and ball jumps all over the defense, especially when they give him a lane to the basket. Outstanding at forcing the issue.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. And then for New Orleans, Hayes is checked in for Williamson. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Redick with the 3. It's good from long range.
The quick release of J.J. Redick, expecting the pass, and the defense can't react to that kind of shot.
Pass to Zeller. He can't hit that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. DeRozan in the corner. Tries a 3. And it's Melli with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. This one for 3. The Pelicans get another chance here. To the middle and stolen by Zeller. The pass to Forbes. Back to Gay. 30 seconds left in the first. Jackson against Murray. To the inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. And a fast break now for the Spurs. The shot's good from Forbes.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Jackson passes to Melli. That one off the back iron and out. Gay scanning the floor. To the middle. Zeller banked in off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Tyler Zeller. DeRozan out there with Bellinelli. And it's Forbes in at the 1. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ball's checked in for J.J. Redick. Gay drives in. Kicks to Pirtle. There's the dish to Mills. Pelicans with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's Ball. Out to Favors. Ingram outside. Pass to Okafor. No good. Shot missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Bellinelli finds Mills. And that one is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Ingram passes to Holiday. And the shot goes in. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Okafor against Pirtle. Low block shot over Okafor. And oh boy. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim. And there it is for him. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
That's too easy. A player of Rudy Gay's scoring prowess, he's salivating on shots like that.
Here's Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mills with it. Favors picks him up. And Mills kicks to Gay. Pass to Bellinelli. Kicks it out to Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring team. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Ball with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. White looking around. Pirtle against Favors. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 2nd in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game. His peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. And it's Williamson missing. Spurs trail by 8. Here's White. Drops it in from 14 feet away. White's got his first bucket of the night.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Pirtle. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. New Orleans also making some changes. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Redick surveying the D. Inside, here's Williamson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Stripped it away. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Jackson against Murray. Off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 13. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots, and it's Favors in at the center position. 4 on the clock. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Over Williamson. The Spurs rebound. Tries again. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The wide open look here for Holiday. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Murray against Ball. Murray with it. Shoots over Ball. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Spurs trail by 8. Pirtle kicks to White. Stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Here's Ball. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ball's got 6. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Walker in the post. He's covered by Ingram. 5 to shoot. Pirtle, the pass to DeRozan. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Hawks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hayes is checked in. Outside Holiday. And Pirtle pulls it down. And it's White missing. Pass to Melly. He kicks to Hayes. Now here's Ball. Covered by Mills. Ingram passes the ball. Holiday with the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Walker dishes to DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as
both
a big.
ends of the floor. I totally agree. Offensive rebound. And Hayes kicks to Okafor. Outside for Redick. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Gay.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Forbes. It's good. This game is all even. Forbes has got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Hayes. He sinks the 11-footer.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. New Orleans on top, up by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Mills, DeRozan out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Mills. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans leading by 5. Holiday with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Count that one. And that's now 6 points for Drew Holiday.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Here is Forbes, covered by Redick, and it's good, 2 points. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hart, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Down low, Hayes with the steal. And they're running. And here they go. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, that's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Outside Holiday. A three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Bellinelli passes to Forbes. Dishes it to DeRozan. They need this. Forbes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Forbes has got 4 this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And he knocks down the first one. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gay. Walker comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Derek White's checked in for Brent Forbes. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. The Pelicans also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Redick. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. Spurs trail by 12. There's Walker with the three. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Murray outside. Outside, White to the inside. Here's Poeltl. Nails the baby hook.
There's no stopping Poeltl when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Ingram attacking. And Favors kicks to Holiday. Okafor dishes to Williamson. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that one is good.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Williamson. Inside. And Holiday kicks to Favors. Out to Holiday. Rejected by Walker. Ingram against White to the paint. Walker. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pelicans.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jrue Holiday.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too. Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Okafor dishes to Ingram. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. The rebound by the Spurs. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7. Here's Moore. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, it's this young boy that I work with, Old Boogie 2 times. He's a good player, up and coming into my career. He's putting in that work.
There it is. All right. Snipes, thank you.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Tonight, the Memphis Grizzlies match up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans.
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Memphis. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, New Orleans, just a couple spots back.
You know, right now for the Grizzlies, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? Wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack them in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way out. They'll still knock it down. Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Anderson wide open. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Brooks has got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Williamson dishes the ball. Williamson with it. Jackson on him. Pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday, just 3 to shoot. Here's Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Yeah, and the smooth mechanics of Ingram excels. He excels at burying jumpers down on a consistent basis.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumlees for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Another shot. Melee passes to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. And Redick kicks to Jackson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hayes, no good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
To the middle and stolen by Redick. And now the Pelicans on the break. And there's Jackson on the assist by Hayes.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Clark. And that one drops for him.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And Hayes kicks to Jackson. And the rejection by Chang. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Morant.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Here's Hart. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. They get the rebound, and it's in there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Morant, and they're able to recover. And so it's Memphis, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor, and it's Melly in at the 4-man position.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Well, Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. A Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
And here are the Grizzlies now after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Here's Chang. And no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Hart. Back to Jackson. Launches it. Hart the pass to Okafor. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guy.
It's picked off. Okafor, the pass to Hart. And yes, it's good. Now it's just a 3-point Memphis lead.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Ball dishes to Okafor.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far, and they're right here.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And a moment to see numbers for Drew Holiday. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds.
To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Anderson gets it to go. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get out, shot blockers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wasted no time on that one. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night.
Oh, strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Watanabe is checked in. Ingram with the steal. Here's Williamson, and it's ball in the corner. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
So, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful than that.
Pelicans trail by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the first half.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Morant. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Tipped away. Taken away by Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed It's Memphis out in front at the half. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, some perspective, please. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes to Brooks. He kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson against Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 1. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Point guard who can dunk it. Ball is a rarity in more ways than one.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Favors against Valanciunas. Over Favors. No good from Valanciunas. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Ball kicks to Ingram. The kick out to Holiday. Williamson dishes to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. 16 feet away. A second chance effort with 1 on the clock. Out to Ingram. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Ingram's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
Shot over 40% of Duke. And though he struggled a bit as a rookie, you knew Ingram's stroke would come around.
Buries the long-range jumper. 19 points for Ja Morant.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And that one's good, Williamson.
I can't think of a better call offense. Get Zion the ball in the painted area and let him go to work.
And Ball comes to help. Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And then Favors with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Basket counts. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A wide open look here for Holiday. Out to Ingram. Three-pointer. He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
That jumper is just looking clean and confident. Very little that Morant can't do. He is a fantastic athlete.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Melton. Back to Allen. Now the pass to Melton. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. They grab their own miss. Allen for 3. The shot missing. New Orleans leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Hart. The layup missed.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Jang the pass to Clark. Allen with it. The dish to Clark. Three-pointer. No good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big man. That was just a beautiful pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Okafor, and it's Melly in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And good that time. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pelicans. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Hart. To the paint. Dishes it to Okafor. Holiday looking over the floor. Inside. Hart kicks to Okafor. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Derek Favors checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Holiday, the pass to Melly. Morant comes with the double team. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Jackson up top. Over Favors. Misses off the right iron. Pelicans leading by 5. Now Holiday. And Favors kicks to Redick. Favors in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
And it's Melly missing.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Anderson finds Jackson. Here's Morant. He's covered by Favors. And it's Morant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And stolen by Redick. Down low, here's Hart. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hart's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans. It's tipped and stolen by Redick. Hart, that's good.
Solid score. You give Hart shots like these, he's ready to capitalize.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Pass to Melly. Back to Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, you see the explosiveness there, the fluidity. Morant's unbelievable.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Memphis making a change here. Watanabe's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, Washington College, Zion showed he was a big game, big moment player. That's a huge bucket right there.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Brandon Ingram. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Favors attacking. Holiday rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it again.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Williamson with it. Jackson on him. It's tipped.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
To tie it up. And again, Memphis no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this now. Ingles, very self-assured, putting it on the line.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the book.
Brooks dishes to Morant. From deep three-point range, Ball with the rebound. Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Taking 2 shots.
Jackson hits both of them. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Favors passes to Ingram. The kick out to Holiday. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. That's a Ja Morant special, ripping the hearts out of the opponent.
But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Goes back up. From outside the arc, off the mark. So New Orleans wins it. Probably a little close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Snipes, thank you so much for joining 2K TV.
All right, thank you.
right, we are catching up with the NBA 2K community talking about NBA 2K21, and we have Pretty Loves Pink in the house. Welcome back to the show. Love having you on, as always.
Yes, I love being here. Thank you for thinking of me.
A terrific look at the city. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And checking out San Antonio, down 4 spots from them.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Here's Walker. Here's Pirtle. Nice D from Brooks.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Memphis moving it around. On the wing, Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Anderson wide open. The offensive rebound. Brooks outside. Tries yet again. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist from Pirtle. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's the 3. That shot no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And it's Morant missing. Spurs leading by 4. White drives in. Stolen by Brooks. And here's Valanciunas. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Pirtle, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Pass to Brooks. Kicks it to Valanciunas. For 3. And it's Morant missing.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play. And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him. And also denying deep position.
Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And here's Mills from the arc. Cans it from downtown.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
Deflects the pass. Now here's Zeller from the arc. Keeps it alive.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Mills. Last game he had 12. And he gets the bucket.
Terrible shot selection, but you got to appreciate his confidence.
Melton passes to Valanciunas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Bellinelli, and the shot is good.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. He made it! He made it!
Yes, he did!
Wow. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's San Antonio up 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Tyler Zeller out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Shot by Zeller, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
So it's the Spurs now after Memphis gets the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. On lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Pass to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Fires from deep. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
When Pirtle is running the floor like that, it motivates his teammates. Everyone loves to see their big man move like that.
Now here's Allen. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Puts it up from 7. And another miss by Memphis.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
DeRozan, and it's San Antonio with another.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's White. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. You know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Lonnie Walker comes in for White.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
The pass to Jackson. Will it go? And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
To the middle. Out to DeRozan. Three-pointer on the way. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from Gay. Gay's got his 3rd assist on the night. Anderson outside. Here's Morant. And it's off from three-point range. And DeRozan. Here we go. And the layup falls. DeRozan's got 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 2 points. That one goes.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Pass to Gay. Back to Walker. Fires for 3.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling.
And so it's San Antonio holding a 22-point lead as the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 13. And that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson and it's small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Now here's Murray. Guarded closely. DeRozan against Valanciunas, and the dunk by DeRozan.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight.
And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph had become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Walker. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Murray, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Passes to Morant. It's stolen by DeRozan. Walker goes in. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
Jamar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Pass to Brooks. From deep. The rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Here's Jackson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
San Antonio making a switch here. Zeller, he's checked in for Purdy. Bellinelli comes in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And Mills kicks to Zeller. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Clark's got 5 now. And Van Heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season start, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
And Memphis making a change here. Zhang's checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Gay's checked in, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Now here's Morant, covered by Mills. And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they get it back. Back to Forbes. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Forbes has got his first basket.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Jackson passes to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. From deep three-point range, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Valanciunas, he can't get it to go. Here's Forbes. Off target at the rim.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 27-point. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. On the court for San Antonio, Bellinelli is out there with Johnson. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Zeller. And it's Zamanic in at power forward. Shoots it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Medu, he's checked in for San Antonio. Lonnie Walker comes in for Rudy Gay. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. And finished off by Morant.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Wide open. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Derek White's checked in for Bellinelli. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Morant missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And no good on the shot, trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot 2 at the line instead.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in Ja Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Johnson, the pass to Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. They get it back. Brooks outside. Drains the three-pointer.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Here's Samanic, guarded by Jackson, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Morant. It's blocked. They recover it. From deep. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And he banks in the layup.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Out to the wing. From deep, Walker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar DeRozan.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
White drives in. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And the first one drops. Josh Jackson's checked in for Memphis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For San Antonio, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. The kick out to Walker over Jackson. Walker's shot is off.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Allen. But they get it back. From deep three-point range, Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
And he's really great at keeping after misses, using those long arms and quick instincts to snag rebounds.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Here's White. No good off the back of the rim. Allen surveying the D. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy. All right, David, great job.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
thinking of me.
Now, Pink, we talked last at the launch party of NBA 2K20. So
Yes.
tell the fans what you've been up to since then.
I've been playing a lot of My Team. I recently just started back streaming on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of My Team, a lot of My Park. So that's what I've been up to on NBA 2K20 so far.
Well, then what are you excited for 2K21?
Well, I want to see how the players are going to come.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to... We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New Orleans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs, 2 spots down.
And I think for San Antonio, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Murray out there with Derek White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. Now here's Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Inside, here's White. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in. White's got his second basket of the game. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seed. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Here is Favors. Ingram passes to Favors. 14 feet away. That one doesn't go. Walker with some nice D. The 11-footer tried to bank it in, but he misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Williamson, the pass to Favors. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. Lonzo Ball is second. And, of course, DeJounte Murray.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. Rosen dishes to Poeltl. New Orleans moving it around. And Holiday, here we go. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. He's still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
And the dunk by Poeltl.
Boy, got to respect Poeltl's aggressiveness. Putting it on the floor and getting the job done on the drive, that's big time.
Murray against Ball, and Holiday kicks the ball to the inside. Lets it go from deep. kept alive. Williamson and Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Gay left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Spurs, Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. The shot's good from Hayes. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Gay. Rebounded by Hart.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 2.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gay's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
And it's Melly missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Jackson passes to Hart. Here's Melly. Nice move. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
And that one misses. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Hayes the pass to Hart. Good, nice job down low.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Count that one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
From deep. No good there. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. This has been a fairly close game to the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got DeJounte Murray. Also, Derek White is out there. Poeltl is out there at DeRozan. And it's Zamanic in at the 4. Here's Zamanic. Now Poeltl. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Pelicans trail by 5.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Poeltl, mostly 10 feet and in, is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And Clark at 7 feet tall. Poeltl a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Poeltl can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark Mark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. And it's Williamson missing. Spurs leading by 10. To the paint. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside DeRozan. For three, Murray. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Williamson missing.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Now, here's Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut back down to 13 with the basket coming from Williamson.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass the ball. Over in the corner, Williamson. Pass to Okafor. He dishes it to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Taken away by Holiday. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and Hayes subbed in for Williamson. Then for the Spurs, Zeller, he's checked in for Purdy. Gay comes in for White. As Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 16-6 run. At the tip, and Gay with the second chance points. Gay's got 6.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Bucket is good. Favors has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mills. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
And Hayes kicks the ball. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Favors, and finally they hit one. 6 points for him.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Shots good by Gay. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Shoots over Ball. DeRozan's shot is off. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ingram wide open. Off target with his 3. Up top, DeRozan. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. And that'll about do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Murray surveying the D. Pirtle against Favors. Ingram with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. Favors with the ball. Now guarded by Pirtle. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Out to DeRozan, puts up a 3. Pelicans pull it in.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Holiday lays it up and banks it in. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making, but what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play. Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Releases. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Williamson. Back to Ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Holiday kicks to Ball. Now the pass to Ingram. 5 on the clock. Holiday with the 3. Rebound by Murray.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one, good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Pass to Murray. Out to White. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Williamson with the rebound. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. 15-point game. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeRozan. Bellinelli comes in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Birtle's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Jackson passes to Melly. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Tyler Zeller's checked in for San Antonio. Mills with it. Jackson on him. Shots good by Mills.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And he comes up with the deuce. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Mills dishes to Gay. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Reddick passes to Melly. It's Reddick on the wing. Pass to Melly. Back to Reddick. Kicks to Hayes. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting the clean look there.
Spurs leading by 9. Mills with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Fires the 3. That shot missing. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Zeller. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Mills. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 13. The rebound by the Spurs. Zeller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Gay drives in, and then Gay with the dunk.
Gay's athleticism makes him devastating on the drive.
Pelicans trail by 11. Holiday with the 3. Bellinelli pulls it in. Gay inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gay's got 4 this quarter. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 13. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. 14 points for Zion Williamson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Favors against Gay. From 7. Murray, good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Favors dishes to Williamson. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Pass to Pirtle. Shoots over Ingram. Nice shot by Pirtle. And the Spurs lead by 13.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker comes in for Rudy Gay. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Williamson. Left side Favors. The pass to ball. Back to Favors. Redick against White. Passes it to ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. San Antonio leading by 11. Pass to White. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
Williamson, and it's ball in the corner. They shoot again, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's DeRozan. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for San Antonio.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeMar DeRozan.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Medu. Johnson, the pass to Samanic. Shoots. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
White with it. Now defended by Williamson. There's the pass to Samanic. Here's Alexander Walker. From deep, more. Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. White the pass to Samanic. And again, San Antonio turns it over. Here's Jackson. Hayes the pass to Alexander Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for New Orleans, Hayes.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.